Hi guys, my name is Mucker, and in this video I am going to be showing you my Spectacle Island build. It's my first video and I don't know how the quality is going to be because all I'm using is my PS4 for this. I don't have any equipment to make a quality video. And I have built a lot on this build, so the frame rate tends to stick a little bit. So I do apologise for that. Hopefully it'll be watchable. So this is the start. This is where we spawn in. These are the two buildings that are here when you spawn. And this is technically the only way onto the island. So I've just put my turrets here. I haven't put turrets anywhere else, just here. So let's get on with it. As you can see, that's the old garage. I haven't done anything with that. I just sheeted it all off, and the same with this building here. On the right we have crops. This bit, I didn't cover this a bit in because obviously you need somewhere to be able to plant the crops. And as you can see, what I've done here is I've basically sheeted off the whole island from coast to coast with these blocks, these concrete blocks. And I actually had to downsize the size of the whole build 3.5 times just to make the base alone. So this shows you the scale of this build. I mean, I'm not saying it's the biggest build. It was never my intention. It was just an idea that I've always had to put on a big build on Spectacle Island to fill the whole island from one side to the other. Because you do get people announcing their videos as Fallout 4's biggest build when it's clearly not. So this has nothing to do with that. This is just my idea for a build. So this is one of 3 styles of houses that I have. I haven't done too much with the insides. I just basically made them basic, you know, beds, chairs, whatnot. There are some technical things with this build, like tips that I picked up from you guys basically on YouTube, everything that I've learned from watching people like Jug. You know, if you want to see some really nice builds, go check out his channel. He's got a video of 50 tips for building on Fallout, so I've been learning all I can, and then I put it all together. I mean, it's not to Jug's standard of build, but I'm pretty pleased with it. So here I've created a kind of a garden, greenhouse type area for each of the houses, so that they can, you know, go out there on a sunny day, potter in the garden or the greenhouse, or whatever that is, because it's not glass. Just another house on the left. This is just milk machines, just turned around. You put it onto a piece of carpet and then you push it into the wall. And then you can put lights in the walls and stuff. On the left here we have the building at the bottom of the island that contained all the containers. So I basically just sheeted it off and then I just made it bigger and bigger, and then I ended up with this. So I tried to turn it into a kind of a control center, you know, control security in the island, be in contact with other islands. So I just put in a few things just to make it look a little bit like a control center. Now this is all on PS4, there's no mods, so hopefully when the mods do come to the consoles, we'll be able to do some nice stuff as well, like the PC guys. Just another house. This is basically a house district. You do see a bit of sticking there in this video. It's just because I've built so much. I mean, I've had to downsize the size of this build 18 times just to get everything in. And I find that the more you do that, the more sticky it gets, and then sometimes even when you fast travel to another like sanctuary, it just throws you offline. Here I have some shops. Obviously it's night time, there's nobody in the shops. Oh, I tell a lie, there is somebody in the shop, literally in the shop. Oh my god. There you go. That's the new one. Yeah, just a couple of little shops there and on this side. Coming down here, I try to fill in as much stuff as I can without cluttering the place too much. Here I tried to make a cathedral type thing, which, I don't know, I think it turned out pretty well. A lot of light. You really need to put in a lot of light in these places. I can't even see the lights, but I do see the effect of them. But this is my cathedral. I'm pretty pleased with that. Try and keep the video as smooth as I can, but it's not easy with this. This is, I guess, Type 2 style house. Slightly different. It's, I guess, a bit of a problem when you're building on this size. You have to try and vary the builds as much as possible rather than just build everything the same. So here, this is a factory. This is a boat building factory. Now this is where the old boat was, where you get the power from the island, or for the island. So all I done was just build around it basically, and then fill in the bits on the sides with workbenches, and toolboxes and stuff, you know. I make it a bit like a factory. I guess you could make anything in here. This factory is quite big, so. See, all the lights have gone out now in the upstairs, and some of them are on, and it doesn't really matter. So this would be the office area, I guess, the day-to-day running of the factory, and it's almost in darkness. Wow. Anyway, you get the gist of what the build is. There is some light. I don't know why the lights do this, they just keep going out. I'm constantly putting these lights on all the time. Guys, Fallout 4 guys really need to sort that out. You know, sort out the proper stuff instead of fixing dog meat glitches and stuff like that to fix the proper things. Okay, so that's the factory. It's turned out quite well. It's a big building. That build actually took almost the full size of the island to build. The build bar, I had to downsize it completely for that building. And on the left, I have a library. Now, there isn't many books in this library, but it is a library. I guess you got to bring your own books. There are some books I put in, burnt books, overdue books. But I'm sort of guessing with mods you could put in maybe shelving with books, maybe, I don't know. Some of the mod builds are really nice, but I don't have that luxury yet because it's PS4. I don't do PC gaming. A lot of lights in this building. You really got to fill every wall with lights to try and get some lights. And then over here I have a school, which is well placed because I know I have the library and then the school, so students can come out, study, and go over to the library, whatever. Or more studying, I guess. This is the big building. I also had to downsize the size of the build for this building alone. I think this building just took me a little over 7 hours to build. So I have 4 classrooms, 4 toilets. This would be a principal's office. I don't know how this is coming up because these lights are all half out. I should have went around and fixed these before I made this video. Toilet in there, that is the boys' toilet, and then the classroom with obviously desks, stuff. Each classroom is basically the same. I really apologise for the lights. I really don't want to have to go around and do all this again because it took me so long the last time just to adjust the lights. Sometimes I had to take a light and run to another part of the building to get it to come on and then run back with it. So I'm not going to do that again. You get the gist of what you're seeing here, I think. I hope. As I say, I don't normally make videos. This is just a one-time off. because about halfway through this build I just got fed up with it, and it just seemed like such a big challenge to do. And so I thought to myself, if I finish the build, I'll put it on YouTube. So here I am, finished it. This is a Type 3 house. It's slightly different. I mean, it's basically the same, but just slight variations on things to put in the houses. Greenhouses are basically all the same. Greenhouse is a greenhouse. Yeah. And on the right we have a spa, which started out as toilets, but then it turned into a kind of a spa. That's a kind of a restaurant thing over there. Not sure about that building. Anyway, this is the spa. Ladies on the left, gents on the right. So you can, I don't know, have massages there, have mud baths maybe there, or whatever you do. And changing rooms. Whatever you do. I've never been to a spa, so I don't know. I'm assuming you get massages and mud baths. Or whatever else you get. It's a nice starry night. So this is a restaurant, social area, you know, families come, eat, interact. I haven't put anything on any of the shelves or the tables because the settlers come in and they stand on the tables and they just knock it all off. So it was a waste of time. The music, 10-pin bowling, and pool. It's just a wee pyramid, simply put together. It's nothing too technical on these builds. Although I have learned a lot from Jug and other people. Is that a person's head? Oh my God! What are you doing? Oh, Jesus! Jesus. Anyway. This is the last build. I'm not sure what this building is supposed to be. It's just a big building. I wanted to do a circle building, so I learned this from Jug. It's basically similar to what he does, only I just made some slight variations around the front. I guess maybe an observatory or a museum type thing, maybe. But there's nothing in your inventory to put in to make it look like a museum or a inventory. So it's just a big building. Yes, but the fact that this doesn't have a roof on the inside, I guess it makes a good observatory. There you go, there's the moon. Happy days. Lots of lights, a few statues. It's a real pain in the ass, this building, to make. I don't think I'll do one like this again. Unless I get better at it and faster, so I guess that's it. That's a really nice night. Cool. Let's close the door. So that's it. So that brings us to the end of the video. That's all I have to show. Thanks everybody for watching, for taking a moment or two to look. Hope I haven't bored you to death too much. If you liked the video, give a like, and have a nice day.